One. All right, welcome back. This is the last hour and the last day, and this is your 90-day plan and a path forward. Just a vision, right? Nice skyline, and well, that's really nicely generated, and there'll be more buildings popping up soon. Before we close, so what happened? Day one, we really talked about the financial architecture, why AI projects fail, those four income models, and how to build an income architecture that compounds over time. I would not recommend that uh, if I would not knew that this is the anchor that's the most important. Then we covered the human operating system, health, well-being, relationships, governance, and what really the block by block AI safety and security alliance and organizations like PRSR Global can deliver to others. And today we're really talking about deployment architecture and within the AI Impact Academy with the cohort models, the community in a box blueprints, and I will talk more about other opportunities that exist within this environment because otherwise I would not build it. So every person has here faces three decisions, when this forum closes. So you can really focus on education, community, or governance, and we try to make it super easy for anyone to join our network and join our ecosystem, because I call it ecosystem for a reason. There's really not that many requirements for you to join. There's not that much requirements for you to be working, but I just have enough experience to tell you that you'll be happy after completing those workshops. You will be quite happy and empowered with a lot of great information after going through the community in a box setup. So it is now available. It is not science fiction. It is here week by week. I'm talking about a simple cadence that is taken. So practical framework to anyone ready to move. We'll do audit. This is week one. Identify the three highest value workflows, map them, the manual work, and then really deploy the workflow and start strategically planning the AI deployment around those priorities. We'll install your communication agent. Sometimes it might be the highest impact for those professionals. So email follow-up, scheduling, outreach, that should be automated or at least on some kind of automation or autopilot. Content agent for those that are professionals and would like to create their own AI clone, or everybody is getting their blueprint, but not everybody is going to need a video clone, but it is definitely still available within this community because that's probably going to be the most fun that we're going to have on Wednesdays during open office hours. And then research agent and finally putting that profit first and your operating system with the financial agent that is overlooking the spend, ensuring that there's no leaks or the agents are not going rogue. All needs to be systematically set correctly. So that's the work that will be done within those 12 weeks. It's not hard. It's just the conversations, but it needs to be done correctly. So the other side, stop doing this. Yeah, you will be, you know, I'm pretty sure that that you will find other tools, you will find other strategies. I'm not saying that there will be doom and gloom. I would rather say there will be more opportunities. Those that will start looking at the AI workforce uh, as quickly as possible and implementing that in their organizations. Well, that's your gonna be some competitive advantage, but be warned for solutions that are not gonna help you. That's why the consulting and talking with the qualified advisor can resolve many, many problems. And I've been proponent of consultants my whole life. I learned so much. Strong system, strong, smart systems. I'm sorry, strong humans. Three pets. This is just a visual practitioner, independent consultant, funder, and it can be all blended together. There are different options. When you're gonna have, when we're gonna have frank conversations during the open office hours, we'll establish which one is the best for you. I'm really don't want to sell something that you're not gonna be able to leverage or use. So I'm quite cautious about sharing this with individuals that really can make mistakes, catastrophic mistakes, and well, that's why there is a framework. The central compound pool. So we talked about the revenue, consultancy, academy, travel, and then community in a box products or business in a box products. Those are the mainly software solutions, but they are also coming with all the knowledge and the hubs that are created communicate together as well to strengthen those opportunities within the small networks. Really, no projections, no promises. We'll work on your architecture. We'll work on what you have and what you need to update and what you need to do to understand those strategies. For larger organizations, I can definitely talk about promises and projections, but let's get through the first discovery call, and my links for the Calendly are open right now. Probably the best way would be to get inside of the open office hours through the pureexperts.com. And really, this is ongoing, right? For me, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday between 2 and 4, those are potentially workshops. I will answer any of your questions. And those that are part of the practice and or they got their tools they want to be building, yes, we can do that. I can help and troubleshoot, and that's probably gonna be the best time for us to really get into maybe more technical stuff, but still thinking about the strategy and setting everything correctly from the very beginning. And that's why one-on-one consulting is part of this process as well. So we can have a chance to really unbundle how this AI Impact Academy can be a good tool or strategy for your business or for your practice. Forum ends today, right? But does not really end because everything is gonna be repeated. Now, everyone that actually went through the 3 day will have access to those recordings, and we'll be developing more videos that can help those that will be joining the cohorts. So every time we're gonna have maybe 10-15 minute short talk presentation about the specific subject, and that is done through the cohorts. Speaker invitations, for me this is still important because I know that I stumbled on those opportunities probably 2 years ago, and at this point I spent even, well, the last 2 years on a continuous research and development from the perspective of being able to deploy it in the organizations, deploy it for the community leaders, and deploy it for the villages. And that's really the goal of me doing it as a community engagements. And yeah, some links will change, but everything already lives in uh, on a in a apps. So I invite you to check out those web pages as well as our portals. For me, this is about the next generation of professionals that are here. So operating an AI workforce while peers are still using AI tools reactively. Embedded in a peer accountability community while peers build in isolation. And that's what happens. Um, it's great that people build. I love it. But carrying a recognized governance credential, when there's so little standards or strategies, and that is important. And generating income across multiple streams, because that's what 2026 professionals and business owners need to do. You need to be creating multiple income streams for yourself and your family. And local practitioners, I don't think there's many local AI practitioners that are advertising that, yeah, we're going to be doing free training. We're going to be doing open office hours. So I really invite you to use that as a resource. And those that can travel, I'm really inviting you to our traveling events. I'm really talking about abundance in the AI era, and I just want to be a person that really brings that information from Peter and X Prize and their academies. They got great academies as well, and I learned so much as well from those academies. So Peter argues we're living through the most transformative decade in human history. The convergence of AI, biotechnology, energy, and material science is really creating abundance at the speed and scale that human institutions cannot yet process. That's why we need strong humans to apply that knowledge and ensure that communities are protected. The most vulnerable populations are also protected. The professionals who understand this and position themselves inside it rather than watching from outside will participate in the most significant wealth and opportunity creation in our history because it is ramping up. It will peak over the next year and two. Pure Experts ecosystem is the professional architecture for that participation. So you can white label our uh, pets, but we really want to have conversation and continuous practice that will support professionals and communities. The best way to predict the future is to create it, and I love that, and that's what many professionals like me can achieve, and I'm looking for more. Strong humans are the ones who direct those towards the things worth building, and we use smart systems are the tools of the abundance, and I cannot really call it any other way because there should not be a war right now. All this can be resolved by putting few smart people together or strong humans together, and we are failing as a society. And I'm gonna do something about it, or I will try. Right, traction in your practice. So EOS traction frameworks, we really want you to see that vision. You need to have a clarity of direction. Then people. Well, who are your people? Now you really have a lot of options. We are training virtual assistants to be AI enhanced virtual assistants. So you can leverage kind of stuff from our network. I really am focused on ensuring that every business owner is training their staff on how to properly leverage AI workforce, how to work with the AI workforce, and what is it all about. So that's why we do academy training, and that's the most important aspect of what I'm doing is creating the AI academies, AI campuses for the organizations. Community in a box is a secondary piece. This is uh, not really the base of the operations, and that is something that will be completed within the next few months. But AI impact academic cohorts are really the glue of everything that we are doing. So data, process, and traction. We got our quarterly rocks, and we execute on a daily basis. Vision and principles, radical clarity. That's what Ray from Bridgewater, and this is one of the most important principles that when I read that book, probably second or third time, it was like, that is uh, the most important thing in every organization. Radical truth and radical transparency produce better outcomes than comfortable illusions. I wholeheartedly agree, and the AI era demands a professional version of this radical clarity about what you are building, for whom, and why. And we can put it in a practice with our students and community engagement. The income architecture, governance framework, cohort model, the community chapter all require you to be radically clear about your commitments. There's no comfortable ambiguity. And then, as far as in a workplace, AI workforce is inherently quite transparent. Every agent action is logged, every output is visible, and every result is measurable. So build your practice with the same standards. Make sure that you do have everything transparent and based on radical clarity. He who lives by the crystal ball will eat shattered glass. Know what you know what you don't. Build on a former. Few more slides, just a moment for the community. I truly believe that every person in this room, well, you made the choice to show up for those 3 days. Well, that choice says something. It says that you are not waiting for the future to arrive, and you want to be building it. And I know that some of you will find and leave and deploy immediately, which is the great thing. Some will think for a week. Some will return to open office hours with a question, and I hope that you leverage those open office hours because that's how the ecosystem is designed. It's designed to meet you where you are. What matters is that you do not leave this room and go back to building alone. And because the community is real, the infrastructure is real, and most importantly, the opportunities that exist are also real for the simple process improvements in your organizations in embedding the AI workforce in a proper way. So the four offers AI Impact Academy cohort. This is the best thing. This is top of the line. This is exactly what every professional and business owner, a solopreneur, and entrepreneur need to know to deploy their AI workforce. Alliance founding members or ambassadors, so you can apply for that. And then please book a discovery session. That I really do. I think it's 25 minutes instead of 30, but we're still gonna have enough time. I hope that you kind of learn who I am and I can give you more information where I got all this from. But that's not a point. I really would like to learn more if I can be a good fit for your organization, if I can be a good fit for your practice to help you in that very, very volatile transition. So you can really do it right in the first place and never look back, because that's what I can help you with as well. Program for those that are ready. The links are ready. You can really apply, and that's I know it's not for everyone. I'm really looking for those that would like to go through the curriculum, but not, they don't have yet idea or they don't have a vision to apply it properly. So that's why there's a IC function that allows you to stay within that network for about 2-3 months to figure out what are your solutions, what are your strengths, and we can multiply those strengths with the AI workforce. But those are going to be discovery sessions. We're still going to have conversations. You will receive all the community access, and you can start earning commissions on a specific products. So that's why it is a really kind of no-brainer, I would say, invitation, especially if you have that 1 hour, 2 hours per week, uh, making money passively from something that you're just gonna build with AI workforce. I think it's gonna be very, very attractive program for many, and that's why we build it. Reminders: April, we got leadership retreat going to Thailand. It's really curated, immersive experience, mainly for entrepreneurs or executives, that needing clarity, peer renewal, and this is all also available for future independent consultants. The Family Connect retreat, that is gonna be more with kids. So usually the leadership retreats are mm, those are not really family events. For me, the travel and everything should be family related, because otherwise you are competing against your family with your business, and that usually ends uh, pretty not good, right? So I'm gonna be quiet about that. So let us be honest about what we're actually building, what is built. So in a world where every professional community has access really to the tools, education, the governance frameworks that until now were reserved for larger institutions, we really, really pass on the right mindset, right strategies. Where professional success is measured not in just income, because I'm telling you, this is not the measurement that we are going right when we are working with the private equity, with the investors. Well, we got different standards. For this, you are building the quality of your community because that community will belong to you. The health you maintain and the relationships that you steward throughout the communities. So if you're one of those professionals, well, that's why you are here. And other professionals that live in diversified areas of the world can really leverage the same infrastructure as Fortune 500 operators and companies, and that's what we do. And a world where we, smart systems serve strong humans, and not the other way around. The AI is here to help people. AI is here to serve uh, us as a humanity. Let's make sure it's built and implemented the right way. Block by block is the framework, and we go community by community, one professional at a time. And really, that's why there's so many open office hours and opportunities. So we closing. We're gonna have the opportunity for the next 7 days to figure out the path, or you can come back to the next 3 day event. And after that, you're going to have another 7 days to make. Well, definitely, I want you to take the self assessments because otherwise, you will not be able to really find out how those programs work. So get and do self assessment because that really matters. So 7 days to your first decision. If you are ready to be AI fluent, you are ready to implement AI workforce in your organization or life, that's what we do. Moment of acknowledgement. I really wanted to thank and acknowledge quite a few people because without them, it would be hard to really mm, build a structures of the virtual 3 day events and do it for the purpose. And now we can really share it at the scale that it was designed for, and make it a community framework, not just a broadcast. So thank you to the speakers, panelists, and contributors. And yes, we're gonna have other speakers, contributors, and panelists every month because we're gonna be switching the format. The format's still gonna stay with the 3 days, but the promotions will be different. We'll be basically promoting each hour as a separate workshop and a strategy call, and there might be different audiences for each of those hours because I see that this messaging is applicable to quite a few individuals, but it will be hard to understand it without a good background information of what is available within the AI workforce. So thank you to Dr. John Burns for this presentation on human behavioral dynamics. And that is a very important segment. Remember, Dr. Burns has the certification programs. He is teaching this on his platform, and he's got quite a few active universities and businesses that leverage those solutions. So there's a lot of proof of concept, and now with the AI strategies, well, it's just gonna be so much easier to implement in other organizations, and those solutions are now available. Marinda, thank you. PRSR Global, you're doing a great job from the perspective of reaching out to other leaders, showing them what the global entrepreneurship is about. And thank you for being part of this ecosystem. And really, there is already AI workforce, and I cannot say, and I would not be able to do that without working with the virtual assistants for probably last 30 years, because those were always at the core of the successes. And uh, and I'm really, really thanking you for operating behind the scenes so that every human moment could be fully human within our ecosystem. Uh, I know that architecting this and building it over the last several months, yes, it required a lot of mental and mental strategies that I had to implement, mental frameworks, and then going back to books. And that's what I had a chance to do. And that's why right now I'm inviting you to be part of ecosystem, learn with us, build with us, and remember, smart system, strong humans. So I hope to see you in April, or like I said, open office hours are open. The way to get to the open office hours is through the pureexperts.com, and you will have a token that will take you to those days. Take action. Um, Really, that's what I'm hoping that will be taking place. A lot of resources are on our websites, and I can give you links to download actually a few of the pieces, because now we're gonna have them also available on the websites. And last, the vision, and really, really looking forward to the conversations that we'll have inside of the open office hours, as well as I'm not gonna say you can always call me. Uh, this is a phone number that we have. So this is one of the AI gonna be picking up this, but you can definitely schedule. You can find out more. It's programmed pretty well, so you can also ask it some specific questions if you do have questions about our initiatives and resources. Still, show up for the open office hours, or just talk with us during the discovery session, because it's gonna be structured. That's why I really would like you to book that through the Calendly, so I don't miss it on my calendar. And as you can imagine, it's gonna be quite busy over the next several months. I still want to be able to provide value to those that are coming to the ecosystem, becoming a part of the network, or becoming ambassadors or volunteers, or really progress with us as independent consultants, or through the programs, just gaining the knowledge. So those that want to get on a workshops, the workshops are already published on the pureexperts.com, and I'm looking forward to see you next time. Alrighty, I finished this one, I think much shorter, so because it's